What's up, YouTube? Finally back. Haven't posted a long form video in probably like 4 or 5 months, so really excited to lock in and dive into this long form content. Really want to grow the business tier 1 as much as we can past just Copley, PA. Try to help as many people as we can, put out as much valuable content as we can. With that being said, today I really want to talk about 2 or 3 things. One, how to go from a fat athlete like a lineman to looking like a normal person and still trying to be athletic. Number 2, how to incorporate sprints with your lifts and if you should do that. Then number 3 is going to be what's the timeline looking like when you want to lose a lot of weight. And then, so today what we're going to be focusing on, we're gonna back squat, we're gonna hit some heavy cleans, and we're gonna do some sprints. The weather's pretty decent outside, so I might take the lasers out. Not sure, but we're just gonna dive right into it. Let's get it. All right, so how I like to start my sessions, especially for lower bodies, I'll start off with some quick mobility drills. Just to say that I did it. Just to wake up the body. Nothing too crazy to increase range of motion, but just to get some reps in. Especially in the spots I'm deficient in. Topic number 1, I guess I'll talk about it right now. Going from a fat athlete, lineman, used to be me, to looking like a normal person. No, you don't have to lose all the weight within 1 year. There is actually no correct time frame on how to do it, right? For me, if I were to say the correct time frame, do it low and slow. You don't want to look like just a shrunken down version of your old self. You want to actually change and you want to look unrecognizable. One of the coolest things ever is when I see somebody that I haven't seen in a very long time and they tell me that I look like a completely different person. I'll put a picture side by side of what I used to look like versus now. But if you just lose, like let's say you lose like, for example, I was 300 pounds. Let's say I would have lost like 50 pounds in like 3 or 4 months, right? I wouldn't have actually changed my body composition and I would have looked like just a shrunken down version of my old self. So you don't want to lose all the weight at once. If you do that, you're not going to look unrecognizable. You might look better. You're going to look like a normal person, right? But if you want to actually keep some mass and keep some muscle mass, there's no point in trying to lose it all at once. You're going to be giving up something, including that fat. So I think you take your time and it's gonna pay off in the end, and you're going to look so much better and you'll be happier with the result of it. Freaking smart guy forgot his shoes at home, so I got to do everything in the Metcons today. Oh, don't tell me it started raining. No. If it's really wet out, it looks like sprints are chalk today. If your warm-ups are taking you longer than ideally 5 minutes to get through, you're doing something wrong. Also, if you are going to pay somebody to train you and your warm-ups take 20 minutes of your hour and a half session, you're wasting your money and they're stealing your money. You're paying for training, not to warm up. Yeah, into our sprint mechanics, a little bit more of an extended warm-up, just going through an A series. Dude, I'm telling you right now, my sprint mechanics have improved so much just from me doing weighted sprints with my sled and hammering sprint mechanics multiple times per week, especially before I start sprinting. There is a big time difference. And I weigh pretty much the same as I did last year. I think body comp is a little bit different, but for sure, I think that played a part into it, is just hammering these sprint mechanics. To do my normal Monday lift, instead of going to the track or the turf, because that's what I was thinking I was gonna do, because the weather says it might rain tomorrow, but I decided to gamble and hope that the weather app lies like it always does. Any other mechanics like you would in track, we don't need to get lost in that, because then they're gonna have thinking too much, and track speed is so much different than team sport speed, football speed, basketball speed. They just need to know how to run somewhat correctly and produce force in the right direction, and we're good to go. It really doesn't matter that much. Do warm-up sprints, just looking to project my hips out as far as I can. In total I got like 15 yards, but I want to try to get that third step right around 5 yards. So just gonna start here, keep it consistent, just getting 3 hard steps. These are gonna be our warm-up sprints for today. That was good. Get out, get out, get out. So we got, it's dry enough to get some sprints out here. I think I'm gonna probably do 6 in total. I'll do 3 with the sled, 3 without the sled. I'm gonna contrast these. So I'll do 1 with the sled, 1 without the sled. I'll do 3 rounds of that. And just try to be as fast as we can, straight from the beginning. Definitely felt like I kind of held back a bit. I just don't want to slip. And where it looks like, this is so weird, where it looks like it's wet is right at the start. The middle part is pretty dry. Now we're going into a free one. While I rest, I think, talk about sprinting and lifting in the same session. And I think the answer is it depends. Depends on how often you want to train in a week. I know for all my athletes, I have them sprint, lift and jump all in the same session multiple times per week, except for the ones that would probably come 4 times per week. Then we kind of break that up a bit more, but for the most part, every athlete is sprinting, jumping, and lifting. And